Hello everyone, Steven here. You're in my fish room. This is the room that's behind my big tank there. So today I'm going to give you a little bit background and the setup of this fish room. First thing first, the back of the big tank here. So we have a couple of the overflow drains, and these are the return pumps. Actually took me quite a bit of planning to do. So I have two Vortex return pumps, and they each actually have a different loop. So the one on the left here has a split right here that goes to my sink. So all I have to do if I want to do a quick water change, I just need to crank this and the water will rush out into the utility sink here. And then the rest of the time when I'm not doing the water change, it just goes back and feed into the tank. And then pump number two, this one on the right here, will go up into the tank on the right side of the tank. And if I don't want it to be, I want to reduce the circulation, or if I am doing something with the tank, or if I'm doing something with this inline tanks, I can also turn on this, and then the flow will go to my filtration system here. So I'll talk about the filtration system. What I have here is a bunch of tubes, a bunch of pipes that come into, I have a basket. It's just one of those baskets you can get on Amazon. And I put my filter pad in here, all the water comes in here. I put a towel over it so to control the splash. And then the water goes through this big laundry basket. This is a 75-gallon tub, by the way. It's a stock tank. So within this basket, I have probably about 30 pounds of lava rock in the bottom, and then I have filter media, I have carbon and more filter media. So they're all back in here. I can swap them out if I want to. And then here is a reef octopus protein skimmer, and I got it brand new. Didn't take a whole lot of time to break into it. And here's a controller. When I'm kind of walking around here, I actually do kick it off once in a while, so I have to be careful with that. And then auto top off. So this is not for decoration, by the way. I actually did use it a couple of times. So auto top off this system. This is a 32-gallon tank, and then this will top off into, you can see the tube right here will go into the sump here. And then real quick, here is my RO system. It's a 5-stage, sold from Bulk Grip Supply, and this, the water feeds up into this 60-gallon tank. I got it from Farm and Fleet. So this one here is a pipe that I can either drain off this auto top off, or I have a 45-gallon tub here, which I have pre-mixed salt water in here for water change or any emergency. And then on the other side of this, I have the tub. The tank is actually overflowing into another one of this 65. So altogether I have about 130 gallon. And then if for any reason I forgot to turn off the RO, it would overflow on the top. You can see there's a clear tube back into the sink, so I shouldn't have to have the risk of flooding. Now, talk about additional. So the overflow from the main tank, there is an auxiliary drain right here. All I have to do is turn this crank and it will drain into the sump. You know, if for any reason, if any of this is clogged, and then I need to drain the main tank real quick, this is what I do. And I have this kind of in the control. This is kind of my flow control. So the more flow this one has, the less flow my inline tanks have. And then so I can use this control how much of flow I want. And this one here is a valve on my right side, so this also control, it's an auxiliary flow too. So if I crank it, it goes right through my filter system right here. Now let's talk about the inline tanks. So the inline tanks, I have a little bit of control valve here, so I can also control their flow here. The only bad thing about this system is that as water drains through, it pick up a lot of air bubble. So there's a lot of air bubble in this right here. If anyone has a good suggestion on how to get rid of this, please comment below so that I can learn from you. So this is essentially my frag tank. Right now it's pretty depleted because I actually moved a lot of my frag and glued them into the main tank. I just have a pair of clown and shrimp in there. Couple of what are these? Not vortex, but yeah, couple there's LED lights, and then here is my clam tank. So I keep all of my medium, smaller size clams in this tank, including a few LPS and some healing SPS. No fish in this tank right now, and I also have some mangrove in there growing. So these two tanks are like auxiliary overflow if I have anything that's not sick but needs recovery, or like introduction. If I'm introducing new fish, I'll probably put them in here to get things used to. Right now, there, as you can see, there's no fish in here, so overgrowing with algae despite all the snails I have. Same thing here without the alva. And then I also have some T5s out there. So the T5s actually light up a sump here. So within the sump I actually have some excess leather coral and some sponge, and then I have a little bit of microalgae growing in there. And then lastly, in this room I have my quarantine tank. So currently there's a clown tank, there's a Achilles tank that just went into the tube, it came out, and then there's a bicolor cleaner wrasse, and then also a convict tank in there. They just arrived 3 days ago. They're not eating very well right now, so I'm a little worried. Hopefully they'll pick up their appetite soon. They don't look sick, they're just a little stressed. You know, it's a new environment, so I'll have them sit here probably at least 3 weeks. You know, I have no medication for the first week. Once they start eating well, then I'll put medication in. So that's usually my process. It looks like I do need to top up a little bit, evaporate quite a bit. So anyways, that's today's episode. You know, it's my back room, and maybe pretty soon I'll do a video about the main tank and how it's doing right now. So a little bit of sneak peek is that I put my Gigas clam in there. So there's the Gigas. Anyways, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you later.